Earlier this week, Reddit user MagicPizza69, awesome username dude, great job, discovered an exploit buried in a blend file of a Porsche GT3 RS that was listed for free on CG Trader and likely a bunch of other free 3D asset sharing sites as well. Before I get into the details, if you've downloaded this file, and I'm putting up a picture of it right here, I highly recommend running a malware scan on your computer and taking any and all necessary precautions to remove any malicious packages that may have been installed, up to and including, unfortunately, a total clean wipe and reinstall of your system. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but better you find out from me than when the FBI breaks your door down because your computer's doing something malicious or it's mining crypto in the background and catches on fire. I can't say for sure if this only affects Windows systems, but let's just say there's a reason I'm migrating my main workstation away to Linux. Anyway, Magic Pizza posted this. I'm a penetration tester, and I caught it mid-execution. Here's exactly what it does. The file to know, materialpulseai.py, is bundled inside the .blend as what appears to be a Rigify control script. It's not. It's a legitimate Rigify script that was modified to include an obfuscated malware dropper hidden inside boilerplate code. It looks completely normal unless you read it carefully. The moment you open the blend file, Blender's auto-run Python script immediately executes the materialpulseai.py file automatically. The script then decodes a hidden base64 payload and contacts 21 Cloudflare Worker C2 servers to download a second stage script. Then it runs that script via Python's execute, giving the attacker full access to your machine, files, saved credentials, browser data, everything. In my case, Avast blocked the outbound request before anything downloaded. The zip it tried to drop in the temp folder, which is named jeffreyepstein.zip. Yes, really. I verified clean via registry scheduled tasks, WNMI subscriptions, and Windows Event Viewer. If you open this file, check immediately these file paths. I'm going to put them up on the screen right here. I've already reported it to CG Trader and Cloudflare abuse, and please protect yourself. Go to Edit Preferences, Save and Load, Disable Auto Run Python Scripts. Blender will warn you when the file tries to run scripts, and you can choose to allow it. This one setting breaks this entire class of attack. Never trust .blend files from unknown sources. Even if the assets look legit, this one was a convincing high-quality Porsche model used specifically as bait. Stay safe, Blender dudes. Thank you, Mr. Pizza. You probably saved a lot of people. Now, I'm no big brain genius, but I don't think a file named jeffreyepstein.zip is up to anything good. So, if you don't want jeffreyepstein.zip or other malicious files on your computer, I highly recommend disabling auto-run Python if you have it enabled. Blender comes with it disabled by default, but it's always good to check. This is something I've been thinking about basically since I started developing add-ons for Blender. Even though Blender uses a separate instance of Python from your system's Python installation, you're still executing code directly. So if a malicious developer is clever enough, which this one clearly was, the script could reach out to, in this case, Cloudflare workers, which are servers running remotely on Cloudflare's service, and download all sorts of malicious code to your computer. And then it can execute that code. And if your system's antivirus protections aren't aggressive enough, or they're just plain bad, it might not catch it. And it might end up actually installing malicious code onto your computer. And because I saw this post, it made me think about this again. And I wondered, God, this is pretty recent. I wonder if this has happened before. So I dug around a little bit. And wouldn't you know it, I found a post from 11 months ago from Reddit user Lord Sin that says this. There's a .blend file being distributed on various platforms that have random letters as its name. And if you have auto-run Python scripts enabled in user preferences, it will execute a malware script once you open the blend file. If you don't have it enabled, Blender will prompt you if you want to auto-run Python script. The file isn't totally blank. I opened it in a virtual machine and saw that it had a free chair model. Soon after that, my virtual machine started to auto shut down and open bad things through my browser. The script seemed to be hidden inside what seems to be a version of the Rigify add-on. It's interesting that both of these exploits are using Rigify control scripts. I know a lot of stuff uses Rigify because it's a great add-on. It works really well and it's pretty well proliferated, and rig control scripts are one of those things that you would expect to auto run. So it's kind of a perfect place to hide nasty stuff. But this is something you should really be on the lookout for. Now, this Reddit user says, I'm not specialized in programming, so any Python devs out there, please have a look. I did some research, and from what little Python I can understand, I was able to tell that this little bit was out of place. Be cautious. I've spoken to a few friends. Some say it's a keylogger or key dumper or a Trojan of some sort. I have the metadata if anyone wants to look at it, and no, Windows Defender does not flag it because it's running through Blender itself. So that's another aspect of this. If you're on Windows, Windows Defender might not see this because because it's being run inside of Blender, Windows Defender is just going to see Blender doing stuff and assume that whatever it's doing isn't malicious. So once again, this same exploit depends on auto run Python being enabled. So I'm just going to keep hammering this. You should not have auto run Python enabled unless you know exactly where every file on your computer is coming from. Pretty much the only time that I would recommend having that turned on is if you are working all the time with rigs and all of those rigs are coming internally from other people at your company or from a source that you completely trust. Because otherwise, if you're downloading stuff from the internet, even if it's stuff you've paid for, you are downloading and potentially running malicious code on your computer with no control at all. And if you have that one extra step where it says, oh, I want to run this Python script, you can stop and think about it or go, wow, I really didn't expect this file I downloaded to have a Python script in it. Let's not run that. In addition to that, you should be looking at basically every add-on you download, every file from non-vetted sources with a healthy dose of skepticism. This might be the very first time I recommend a legitimate use of AI, but if there is a file where you absolutely have to have the rig work and it has a control script, you can take the code, don't run the Python code at all. Don't let it run. Go get it from the script editor area of Blender, open the file, copy the Python code, paste it into an AI model of your choice, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, and ask it, does anything in this look like an exploit? That's not perfect. I don't recommend relying on that as your only security measure. AI is far from perfect. I think the only other way you can kind of verify this is to do what these other two users did, which is run it either on a virtual machine that is separated from everything else and that you know you can run some virus scan tools on to make sure that it didn't do anything, or run it on an air-gapped system if you happen to have an old laptop laying around disconnected from the internet. Do not let it have any network credentials. Don't keep anything important on it. Put your file on a USB drive, plug that USB drive into your air-gapped computer. Air-gapped meaning it's not connected to the internet and it's not connected to your own network. So don't have it plugged into your network either. Open the blend file on it. Have some malware scanners and virus scanners prepared on that system. Run those. Do everything you can to verify that it does not have any of these nasty little hanger-ons, and then maybe you can use it safely. Blender is a wonderful software. The 3D stuff that people are distributing is amazing. And unfortunately, one of the only reasons that these attacks work is because we have such a great community. People have put so many cool 3D models out there for free that, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars sometimes. And it's pretty easy if you're a bad person to slip something into one of these and sneak it into this pool of assets. And some people are going to get burned by that. And that really sucks. So I wanted to make this video just to kind of put that information out there, spread this even further. This Reddit post got a lot of traction, so some of you may have seen this already, but it's important that we continuously learn from this stuff. And in that vein, it's time for me to tell you, never stop learning, and I'll see you in the next one.